Just 1 minute, guys. Okay. Fine. Guys, just 1 minute. Let me share you the yesterday's link. Just a minute, guys. Okay. Just 1 minute, please. Yeah. So just let me send you a link in the Zoom chat. Okay. Those who already filled yesterday, no need to fill, sir. I hope 30 persons are filled yesterday. No need to fill this Google form. Okay. Those who joined today and those who missed yesterday, please use this link. Okay. Please fill all the details. Just 3-4 details: your name, your mobile number, and your Gmail ID. Okay. Only those details, so that I can send you the notes, softwares, and all. Please fill this form. Okay. So in the meanwhile, those who joined today and those who missed yesterday, please fill this form. Yesterday already 30 persons are filled this form. No issues. Remaining 5 people are there. Please fill this form, guys. Okay. Let me share my screen. Right. So now you came to know what is meant by build number, guys. Build number is a number which helps you to identify the version of the SQL server, and also it will tell you whether your SQL server is patched or not. You can ask, sir, do I need to remember all these numbers? No need to remember, guys. Just try to remember these values. Okay, that 7.0, 8.0, 9.0, 10.0. Remember these values. We cannot remember the fourth part and third part and fourth part. It's very difficult to remember, and we have a lot of service packs, a lot of cumulative updates are there, so we cannot remember all the numbers, guys. Just try to remember the first part and second part again. Okay, by just looking at the server name itself, you are able to check which version of the SQL server it is. Okay, why? Because in some versions some features won't work properly. Okay, but without looking the server and all, without looking the version and all, if we are promising to the customer that I'm going to see, for example, always on feature is introduced from SQL Server 2012, guys. This feature is an excellent feature. This was introduced from SQL Server 2012. Customer is asking, hey, can you please configure always on my SQL Server 2008 machines instances? What is your answer? We cannot configure, right? When we can finalize the answer by just looking the version, then only we can tell whether we can configure it or not. So build number is very important. It's very, very important, guys. Sometimes while doing restores also, okay, while doing database restores, right? So you can restore a lower version database into the higher version, guys. You can restore SQL Server 2008 database into the SQL Server 2012 SQL Server. Okay, but you cannot restore vice versa. 2012 SQL Server database you cannot restore in 2008. Okay, without looking the versions, you cannot guarantee or you cannot tell to the customer you are going to restore the databases between different versions. Okay, so it will help you which version of SQL Server is installed in your machine, so that you can identify what are the features are there. Okay, whether we can do a database restores or not, everything we can easily identify. Just to identify the version of the SQL Server, we are going to use this bill number concept. And again, in the bill number you have to remember the first two digits, major version and minor version. Actual bill number, revision history, no need to remember. We cannot remember those values also. Lot of values will be there, right? So if you see here again 8.080, if you remove the dot, you can see 80. If you remove the dot, you can see 90. If you remove the dot, you can see 100. So what are these values, guys? These are the binaries. These are the binaries. When you install this version of SQL Server in your machine, Windows machine, one folder will be created that is called 110. Okay, if you install 2014, 120 folder will be created in your C Microsoft SQL Server, C program files Microsoft SQL Server. If you install 2016, 130 folder will be created. If you want to see, let me open this one. C program files. Go to C program files. Okay, guys, whenever you install SQL Server, then only you can see this Microsoft SQL Server folder. If you don't install till now, you cannot see this folder. Okay, so open this and you can see here, guys, 80, 90, 110, 130, 140, 150. These are the binaries, guys. These are the binaries. Okay, so that means what it means, guys. What and all versions I have installed in this laptop? Can you tell me? You can
2000,
yeah, 2000.
2005,
2005,
2019.
Okay.
2016,
2019.
2017.
Okay. Okay. Done. Okay.
17, 19.
Very good. Okay. So the correct answer is I just installed only 2019, guys. Okay. But when you install the higher version, you will get all the lower version folders also. Whatever lower version features are there, those features will be supported in this folder, guys. Don't think if I can see 80 means SQL Server 2000 is installed. Is it possible? First of all, can I install 2000 to 2019 in a single machine? Is it possible? Not possible,
No.
right? Can I install 2000 to 2019 in a single machine? It's not possible, right? I'm using Windows 10 operating system. Of course, Windows 10 also will support only some SQL Server versions. I cannot install very lower version to very higher version in a single machine, guys. Right? But why I can see when you install higher version, guys, you will get all the lower version of binaries, guys. All the lower version binary folders also you are going to get it. That's why you can see here. So, sir, how to identify which version exactly I installed? Go for higher version number. If you can see 150, I have installed 2019. Damn sure you installed 2019. Whether you might have 2017, 2016, that is different thing. But what is the highest number? Definitely you installed that version of SQL Server in your machine. Is it clear, guys? The shortcut? The shortcut is clear. If you see the lower versions, okay, you might confuse whether it was installed or not. But if you see 150, that means damn sure you installed 2019. If you see 140 as the highest folder, that means which version installed? Which version I have installed in my machine?
2017.
2017. So always concentrate on the highest number of folder. Which one is highest number? Just concentrate on that folder. That means you install that version. And of course, when you install that version, whatever below versions are there, you can see all the binaries of the below versions also. Guys, is it clear now? Bill number, okay, and this binaries, is it clear, everyone? Any doubts, any issues?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Good, guys. Okay. So yeah. You can ask your doubt.
Sir, I am using Windows 7. I can install updated version, sir. To
No, sir, that's not
SQL
possible.
Server 2009.
No. Windows 7 you cannot install. Okay, on Windows 7 you cannot install SQL 2019. On Windows 10 only you can install SQL 2019.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Can you
You
explain
can
me
continue.
about instance once again?
Instance means one software copy, sir. Okay, instance is
Okay.
nothing but just if you install one SQL Server, we'll call it as one instance. Technically, professionally, we'll call it as SQL Server as SQL instance. Actually, this is server only. Server and instance both are same. But again, we have one more terminology, Windows Server. So if I said server, you might confuse. So professionally, we'll call server as instance, SQL Server as SQL instance.
Okay.
Yeah. Clear, guys?
Sir, why
Any?
it is
Yeah.
installing previous version that
Sorry?
binary number also?
See, all the
Previous,
yeah, got your question. Why I can see 80, 90, right?
yes, sir.
Yeah. So whenever you install the highest version, whatever the lower version features and lower version supported files will be there in the lower version binaries. That's why you can see. That's why you will get lower version binaries also if you install higher version. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Any questions, guys? Any doubts?
Yeah, Shinmuk,
Yes,
I have
sir.
a doubt.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, can we find the build number and the backup file? Backup file?
Backup file. Yes, it is
Yes.
possible. You can find it. You can find it. Okay, so you have to use the content option. Let me show you how can we do that. Guys, forget about it. Okay, he's asking one different question. Let me show you, sir. Okay, let me show you whether we can find it or not. I'll try to restore one backup file, device, browse. Okay, nothing to worry, sir. Please don't concentrate on this. He's asking, okay, can we found a version using a backup file? Select this one, click on contents. Okay, so expand this one, right? This is a database name. This is your server and LSN numbers are there. I don't see, right? Server versions also, you can see which backup it is, full backup only. Desktop, okay, first LSN. This is sales database backup. Okay. By using the backup file, we cannot find it. I guess in the MSDB backup tables, we can find it, sir. Okay. By using the backup file, we cannot find it. We can only find which server it is, what is the database name, when you took the backup, who took the backup. Okay. Only these things we can track it. But I guess definitely you can find it in your particular MSDB backup tables.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. In case if anything is there, I'll update you. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for that question. Any other questions, guys? Any doubts? Any challenges? Is that fine? Can I continue?
Okay.
Yeah, done. Okay, so editions of the SQL Server. Edition means what? Version means an updated copy of SQL Server. You can call it as a version, guys. Edition means limitations to the features. Limitations to the features, you can call it as a edition of the SQL Server, guys. Means simply the features are limited. Say, for example, the best example is a matrimony site, guys. Matrimony, right? I hope everyone have experience using matrimony site. So in the matrimony site, we'll have different plans like a silver plan, right? And we will have the basic plan, free plan, silver plan, gold plan, platinum plan. Okay, we'll have these different features. Different packs are there. Agree? Plans are there. So or else go for your internet. Okay, internet plans. Why we have to go for your matrimony? We'll go for your internet plans. If you pay 600, you will get how much data you will get, guys? Just for example, okay, there is an FUP and speed also. FUP and speed. So you will get if you just pay cost. Let me go with this. Okay, Excel sheet EXEL. So plan, cost, okay, FUP and speed, right? So my plan cost is 699. The plan is what is this basic plan? Cost is 699 and FUP is you can use 50 GB of data monthly, and the cost the speed is 30 Mbps per day, 30 Mbps per second, Mbps. Okay, 30 Mbps. Mbps. I'm just giving the examples. Okay. Next is silver plan. This is 899 and FUP is 100 GB per month. And we are getting, please mute yourself. Okay. So silver plan, gold plan. Imagine we have different plans. Gold plan. Okay. We are like 1099 and you are getting 2200 MB, 200 GB per data, 200 GB per month. I'm sorry for that. And 100 Mbps. Okay. In the same way, we have platinum plan also. This is like around 1499. This is 300 GB per month and 250 Mbps. Right. So guys, if you see here, in each plan, the cost is increasing, right? The data you are getting, the features you are experiencing, the features also is going to be differ. Agree, guys? Is it clear? So in the same way, we have different editions in the SQL Server, guys. We have different editions in the SQL Server. Okay, so the same versions, whatever features are there, lot of features are there in the SQL Server. All the features won't work in all the editions, guys. We have different editions. Okay, we have Express edition, which is free edition. We have Express edition, which is free edition. We have Evaluation edition, which is free for 180 days, means for the first 6 months it is free. And we have Developer edition. We have Standard edition. We have Enterprise edition. These are the main editions that you are going to, okay, here in the organization. There are other editions also, like Data Center edition, like the Compact edition. Different editions are there, but these are the main editions, guys, okay, that you are going to experience in the organization. Simply don't think this is my free edition, right? You don't get all the features in this free edition. Say Matrimony, if you go for free plan, you will simply get the profile pictures and their names. Nothing you are going to get it. You don't get contact numbers. You don't get that horoscope. Okay, everything you don't get, right? Just they are going to tempt you. They are going to daily send photos and they are going to send you the, okay, some profiles, right? Just name and all, just name, age, these kind of profiles they are going to share you, but they don't share the contact and all. If you want to go with the contact, if you want to get the contact, again you have to pay. You have to choose either basic plan and silver plan or platinum plan or gold plan. Again, in that also, if you pay 1,000 rupees, they will give you 10 profiles per month. If you pay 2,000 rupees, they will give you 20 profiles per month. If you pay 5,000 rupees, until you marry, you are going to get all the profiles with horoscopes and all. Means the highest pack, which is platinum pack. Okay, so I don't have any matrimony site, sir. I'm just giving example, right? So this is how the things is going to work. If it is free, you cannot enjoy all the services. The meaning is, if it is free, you cannot enjoy or experience all the services. Okay, so in the Express edition, all the features won't work. In the Evaluation editions, again the same case. Okay, some of the features won't work, guys. Developer, Standard and Enterprise, these are the main editions that we are going to use in the organization. Express very rarely you can see, but Developer edition, Standard edition and Enterprise edition, these are the features, these are the editions that we are going to use in the organization regularly. Okay, again from SQL Server 2017 onwards, Developer edition is also free, guys. All the features will work, but there are some challenges in terms of your storage, CPU, memory. So those are the main differences between your Developer edition, Standard edition, Enterprise edition. In these three editions, all the versions will work. You can experience all the versions. But remember, guys, whenever it is Developer edition, whenever it is free, you cannot install on which environment? Which environment, guys? Production. We cannot install free editions. Yeah, we cannot install free editions in the production environment. Yesterday we discussed, we have prod, okay, non-prod. In the non-prod, again, stage, developer, development, test, UAT, QA. These are the non-prod environments. You can only install your developer edition only in your, okay, non-prod environments, guys. Stage, QA, UAT, test. Okay, only in the non-prod. You cannot install free edition. That means you are going to cheat Microsoft. Microsoft is going to lose a lot of revenue. Okay, so which is illegal. They might impose penalties on you. Sir, how they came to know whether I'm using a free edition or developer edition or different editions? How they came to know? Guys, auditing will happen in every company. Every year, Microsoft team will come to the company, your company. They are going to run some PowerShell scripts they are going to identify how many SQL servers you are using, how much amount you are paying to the Microsoft. It's mandatory for every company, guys. Auditing will happen from Microsoft team. If they found there is an issue, if they found you are using free editions, okay, in the production environment, definitely they are going to impose fines or penalties, or you have to face legal challenges also. Okay, never ever install your free editions in the production environment. You can install enterprise edition in the non-prod environment. See, Microsoft, what is their strategy? You can install this enterprise edition in the non-prod environment. You can install it in the test servers on, like we can install this on dev servers also. You can install enterprise edition on any environment. On any environment, you can install the enterprise edition. Why? Because enterprise edition, you are going to get the money, right? They don't stop you. They are getting a lot of money. But you cannot install free edition. If they are getting money, they don't ask you, they don't stop you. But here they are going to lose the money, right? So that's why it's crime. You cannot install your developer edition in the production environment. Is it clear, guys? Developer standard and enterprise. Up to 2016, you have to pay money for developer edition. From 2017 onwards, okay, developer edition is also very costly. I don't know how they gave free. Okay, but from 2017 onwards, okay, Microsoft gave free developer edition, so you can install this. So companies saved a lot of money, guys. Most of the servers, you can see 60% non-prod servers will be there, 40% prod servers will be there, guys. Okay, or in some cases 50-50, 50 non-prod, 50 prod servers are there. In some cases, like vice versa, you can see. Right, developer edition is free means companies are going to save a lot of money, guys. Companies are going to save a lot of money. Imagine if I am using 1,000 non-prod servers, on all the 1,000 non-prod servers I can install developer edition, means 1,000 into 3.5 lakhs I am going to save. You can imagine 3.5, each server cost is 3.5 lakhs minimum. 3.5 lakhs into 1,000 servers. You can imagine how much money the companies are saved. So from 2017 onwards, Microsoft, okay, gave developer edition as a free edition. Earlier, before to 2017, like 2016 developer edition is not free. You have to pay money again. So everyone is trying to upgrade their developer editions from 2016 to 2017, or 2014 to 2017, 2012 to 2017. So 2017 is free, right? So everyone is trying to upgrade or migrate from lower edition to higher edition, sorry, lower version to higher versions, guys. Is it clear? Editions of the SQL Server. Main editions are Express edition. Express edition is a okay, free edition. You don't see always on feature in the Express edition. You don't see SQL Server agent. If there is no SQL Server agent, that means that is an Express edition, guys. This is how quickly you can identify the Express edition. Sir, where I have to check which edition it is? Okay, you can go for the properties. Okay, instance properties. You can go for the instance properties. You can see here Microsoft SQL Server Developer 64-bit. This is one way of identifying, okay, your particular edition, or else we have command, guys. How to write a command? I'll show you guys. Okay, you can open, right click, new query window, okay, or else select the instance name, click on new query window. You will get a query window, guys. Now whatever queries you have, you can execute these queries. You will get, okay, a window like this. Now I want to see the edition of the SQL Server. What is the command, guys? I want to see the version and edition.
Select @version.
At the rate. I want to see the edition, guys. Edition.
Server.
Select.
Service name.
I want to see the edition of the SQL Server. Okay, I'll tell you guys, nothing to worry. So for just checking the edition or version, there is one query which is version, guys. Select at version. Select at version. This is the command, guys. A small single command, small command. I want to execute this query. Okay, query or command, anything is same, guys. So as this is a single query, no need to select. If you have multiple queries, if you want to execute a specific query, you can select like this. Okay, fine. Now this is execute button, guys. Okay, you can use this execute button, or there is a shortcut, keyboard shortcut, which is
F5.
Alt plus X. Okay, Alt plus X, guys. This is a keyboard shortcut. Okay, I'm going to use this keyboard shortcut only. All right, and we have function key F5 also. Any of these things you can use it, guys. Either you can click on execute button, or you can use alt X, or you can use F5. That's your wish. Okay. So alt X, you will feel comfortable. Let me click execute for the first time. Okay, execute. Now if you see here, okay, just double. If you see here, this is the output, guys. You can see this is the query. We have to write all the queries in this section. When you execute, you can see the output in this section, guys. This is the output pane. Output pane, guys. Okay, output window or pane, right? So here you can see the output, and if you see here, right, just try to expand this column. Don't drag it, it's not good. You can see lengthy column will be there. So double click on this, keep your cursor here. At the end, you can see the cursor will be changed to like this. Double click on this, you can see the complete information, guys. The version is Microsoft SQL Server 2019 RTM. RTM. What it meant by RTM, guys? What is RTM?
Release to
Release to
manufacturer
market.
market.
Released to
Released to
manufacturer or
market.
released to
Released to
market
market.
means this is the first copy of my 2019 in this instance. In this machine, I just installed the first copy of my 2019. If I patched this 2019, you cannot see RTM. You can see what patch you installed on this instance. You can see that patch like CU10, CU15. You can see in the brackets. I'll tell you in the patching class. Okay, there is a separate class on patching, so nothing to worry. So as of now, this is that means clearly it is saying till now no one has patched this SQL server. Agree? Agree. If you see RTM means till now no one has patched this SQL server. Agree, guys, please. Is it clear?
Yes.
If you
Yes.
see RTM in the brackets, till now no one has patched the SQL server. And if you go if you drag the column, okay, Microsoft Corporation Developer Edition, guys, Developer Edition. This is how you can find out. There is no separate query for select at edition. In the select at version itself, you can find the version of the SQL server. You can find the edition of the SQL server, guys. Whatever queries we are discussing, please prepare a separate notes. Please try to put every query in that particular notes so that next time you don't need to, okay, check all the nodes to find the queries. Just please prepare a separate notes. Those queries will be used in the organization also. Again, no need to waste your time. All the queries, just differentiate it. Of course, write it down your main notes and create a separate file for queries. You can use that notes whenever you can refer that notes, simple notes, so that you can see. So what is the query to find out the version of the SQL server, guys?
Select update query.
Select @ version.
What is the query to find out the edition of the SQL server, guys?
Same.
Select it.
Edition.
Version, right? There is no edition command. Okay, select at version itself. In the select at version, which part you highlighted, okay, that part if you run it, you will get the error. Why? Because there is no such command. It is simply running at version. It is not taking select. Okay, if you don't want to highlight, it will try to run all the, okay, data which is there in your query, guys. This is query window. Okay, if you just highlight, it will simply run this one. I want to run this query only, just highlight. Or else if you don't highlight, it will try to run all the information that is there in your query window. So you can see here plus symbol, it doesn't understand. And also you can see there is a red mark here. If you see there is a red mark means if you keep your cursor here, you can see incorrect syntax near. Okay, incorrect syntax near. Let me stop video for Srikanth. Right, fine. So if you see here, if you keep your cursor, there is a red mark. Red mark means something error is there. This is not actual query. Just to show you, I just typed here, but it's not actual query. This is not query. This is not query. This is not query. So definitely, if you try to execute, you'll get the error like this, guys. Okay, is it clear? Which one you want to execute, you have to select that one. If there is only one query, there is no other things are there. Okay, no need to select. In this case, no need to select. Directly you can execute. Okay, why? Because there is only one query, right? So there is no other queries to execute. So directly you can execute. This is how you can execute a query, guys. Is it clear, everyone? So first you have to open a query window by right click, select new query, or by selecting, just click on this new query window, or there is a keyboard shortcut for new query window also, that is Control+N, guys. If you use Control+N, it will open a new query window. N means new. Okay, control plus N will open a new query window without touching this one and without right clicking. Let me open a new query window. Control plus N I am using. This is one session, guys. Okay, this is one session. This is one session. This is one session. Like you can see lot of sessions here. You can open lot many sessions. Okay, if you want to close this session as you're not working, right click, close it. Okay, if you want to close this one, right click, close it. It will ask you, do you want me to save this query? You will experience this kind of output, guys, while closing. Do you want me to save this query? If you want to save it, click yes. If you don't want to save it, click no. Once you click no, automatically it won't save and it will be closed, guys. Done. It will be closed. Is it clear, guys? The query window, output pane, how to write queries, how to open a query window, how to execute a query. Is it clear, everyone? And till now we haven't installed SQL Server. Nothing to worry. Okay, till now we haven't installed SQL Server. I'll tell you how to install SQL Server, but just to show you the addition, I just opened the existing SQL instance, guys. Fine, right? Chalo.
Hi, sir. I have one doubt.
Yes, please.
Yeah, can you please tell me the difference between developer edition and the enterprise edition? What is the exact difference?
Yes, exact difference means you have to Google it. Okay, see, all the features will
Okay.
work in all the editions. This mainly this developer edition, standard edition, enterprise edition, all the features will work, but only the difference is in terms of resources. Okay, in terms of resources, the resources means what? Your CPU and memory. We have limitations in terms of CPU and memory, but not in terms of features. Whatever features are there, all the features will work across all these three editions. Of course, some features may not work in the free editions, like always on SQL Server Agent. Those features will not work in the free editions, but these are, of course, 2017 onwards, this is also free, but all the features will work on developer edition, standard edition, enterprise edition, guys. Only main differences are CPU, memory. Okay, you can give how much memory you want, you can give how much CPU you want for the enterprise edition. There is no limitations for the enterprise edition. This is the highest copy,
Okay,
right?
okay.
There is no limitations resource
Yeah,
wise,
yeah.
there is no limitations, but you cannot use that much of CPU and memory. Okay, for standard edition you cannot use that much of CPU and memory for developer edition. These are the main limitations in terms of, okay, resources. But you still want, sir, I want pinpoint differences, just go to Google. Difference between standard edition and developer edition, difference between standard edition and your enterprise edition in SQL Server, type it. You can get lot of, okay, answers, guys. And usually, see, if they are
Yeah,
asking
sure.
in the interview, I'll concentrate on it. If they don't ask in the interview, it's difficult to remember again. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
done. Yeah, thank you. Any questions, guys? Any doubts? Any questions? Right. Chalo. Components. Okay. So versions we discussed, right? SQL versions, Windows versions, and again we discussed about the bill number. We discussed about CTP, RC, RTM, right? And we discussed on what Windows versions I can install SQL versions, and then we discussed the editions, then components, guys. Okay, so what are the components, guys? If you buy any product, if you buy any food product, especially if you buy any food product, on the pack you can see what are the components. Okay, what are the items involved in that, in preparing that food, you can see, right? In the same way, when you install SQL Server or when you buy this SQL Server software, you will get different components, guys. Okay, so the main component is database engine services. Features, you can call this as a features also. Components are features, or what features I am going to get it when I install SQL Server. Okay, main is database engine services. Without database engine service, there is no SQL Server. Like how brain will help you, how brain is important to us, in the same way database engine, this is an engine of SQL Server. Without engine there is no, okay, component, there is no SQL Server. Without engine, you can imagine what is the use of the car. Without engine, you can imagine what is the use of the bike. Okay, in the same way, everything is done by your database engine. Whatever the data storing, data processing, data retrieving, everything can be done by your database engine only. If there is no database engine, there is no SQL Server, guys. Is it clear? So when you install SQL Server, you will have a chance to select some features. Okay. let me mute
KYC
you all.
जो
Let
बिजनेस
me mute
एमआईएस
you
है
all.
ना वो ट्रिगर नहीं हुआ है.
Okay, you all muted, guys. In case of any questions, you can unmute. Right. So database engine is the main component or main feature of the SQL Server, guys. Database engine is the main component or main feature of the SQL Server. Apart from this database engine, you will also get a lot of other features. Okay, I'll show you while installing the SQL Server. And other main features are BIDS, guys. BIDS, Business Intelligence Development Studio. Okay, so these components like analysis services, reporting services, integration services, these are the three different components, okay, that you will get with your SQL Server installation, guys. The installation file you can see, right? With the installation file, in the installation file, apart from database engine, you can also see these extra components. These are the add-ons, guys. It's not mandatory that you have to install analysis, reporting, integration. If you want, you can install analysis, reporting, integration. If you want, you can, okay, you can only install your database engine, guys. It's not mandatory. If you install, these are the add-ons I told you, right? For add-ons, you have to pay extra money. Okay. So usually as a DBS, it is our responsibility to install these services, guys. Analysis services, reporting services, integration services. If customer is asking, it is our responsibility to install these components. Of course, as a DBA, we are going to install database engine. Without database engine, there is no SQL Server. But a customer is asking, hey, Satish, can you please install analysis services on this? DBS, SQL DBS are responsible to install other components like analysis, reporting, and integration services, guys. These three services, you can call it as a BIDS. There is a separate course in the market, Business Intelligence Development Studio. People will call it as a BIDS developers. Okay, those who are interested as a business, what we can call it as business analyst or reporting analyst. Okay, so for them, this course is helpful. We don't discuss anything about these components, guys. I'll show you how to install. As a DBS, we are limited to install these components. That's it. Okay, so it will help you to analyze the data. It will help you to generate a reports. It is going to generate a beautiful reports, guys. Beautiful reports.
Sir,
Yes,
we are sorry, sir. We are less than 1 minute.
okay. Thank you for that. Please reconnect, guys. Please use the same link to join. Please reconnect again.
Okay, sir.